Greetings and salutations, fans of Dota 2. My name is Badger. I am once again here for some League of Lads Season 6 action. This time I'm here for Pizzadog versus Banana Hammock, and I am joined tonight by the esteemed, one and only member of the Toxic Tacos 7K extraordinaire himself, but simultaneously washed player, Artorius. How are you tonight?
You know, you say esteemed every time, but I don't think most people like me.
I do. That's what matters.
That's like a lot of WASP players.
That is true. I do like a lot of Wash players, both local products and professional products, so it makes sense. We are already going into a pretty fast draft, but lots of bands coming out early. Earth Spirit, OD, Alchemist, and Rubik. We're seeing a first pick Coddle, which is going to be fun considering I have my resident Coddle expert casting me tonight, as well as a response shaker and then a response jug.
We're feeling ambitious today, aren't we, with this draft?
I don't think so.
I've never seen Coddle, Shaker, or Jug picked in this patch. Oh, DP.
God.
That one's true.
You're saying the things that I wouldn't say, but are absolutely. I mean, these are absolutely patch staples. You know, Coddle, Jug, Shaker, DP. And this is the third time I've casted Ronnie Coleman Shaker. I'm pretty sure. So it's just, I think I've seen what's his face. I think I've seen Skater play DP as well this season. So it's certainly not new heroes. I think I've seen, is it Jared that plays Coddle for Banana Hammock, or is it Ravioli? I think when you guys played them, you banned out Coddle, right?
Yeah, I don't know why. I think I even did that draft plan.
I was there for it. Me, you, and Pizzadog were talking about it, and it was like, alright, ban Coddle, ban OD, and it worked. They're clearly willing to first pick Coddle if it is presented to them, so...
Was that them? I don't know.
I think it was. One of those teams.
I get the draft plans confused.
Might have been Coconuts, either way. Look at the team records of something I have not brought up just yet. Pizzadog are currently a middle-of-the-road sort of team. Looking at their record, they are 8-8. Meanwhile, for Banana Hammock, they're simply looking to get some wins to close out the season on a high note. They're currently 2-14. Not sure if it's mathematically eliminated from playoffs or not, but it certainly is close. Either way, though, a lot of normal bans, I mean, Morphling, Earthshaker, Puck, Clockwork, Invoker, all heroes we have seen banned frequently. Bristleback being banned, though, I mean, it's obviously a hero that can combo well with the Coddle, but is Bristleback Coddle even worth picking in Lads?
Yeah, it's pretty good. I don't know if I'd pick it into a DP, but it's pretty good.
That makes sense. You would run the Bristle Coddle as like a 3-4 offlane duo, right?
Yeah. I think most teams haven't been together long enough to know how to deal with that.
True. Speaking of heroes, I mean, you were going on about, oh, we're seeing the same heroes. Now this right here, different hero. It's a fish. It's Slardar.
This actually is a different hero, yes.
We have not seen too many fish-based heroes this patch. When we do, it's usually either Tide or Slark. This time we see Slardar. What is the idea here? We're going to be seeing probably a Slardar plus Shaker lane. What's the idea behind that lane? Is it just beat up Jug?
Slardar kind of beats Jug. The Earthshaker doesn't really do much to help, I guess, unless he blocks the Jug off and allows Slardar to continue hitting him.
Speaking of fish-based heroes, we got Tide.
Yeah. Earthshaker's only a defensive hero in lane against Jug, because you can fissure block the spin.
Huh. That's going to be an Ursa versus Tide lane. That's got to be very one-sided in favor of the Ursa, right?
Depends. They might lane this Coddle with this Tide, and that could really screw up an Ursa. Because Harass is how you beat an Ursa, because he's kind of squishy the first 5 levels. So if you just beat him up with a Coddle and a Tide Hunter just spamming abilities on him, it's not going to be fun. I'm thinking this is a Coddle 4.
So we're looking at this point, I'm looking at a Jug Ogre safe lane for Radiance, and a Coddle Tide off lane, running into that, what will probably end up being an Ursa plus DP lane.
Yeah, although I would be quite scared to be this Ogre Magi in this game. Because he will not be allowed to move if he's out of position once. Slardar plus Earthshaker, he's never moving. I don't care how tanky you are, you're just going to get killed.
Thing is, will he know that going into the game, like, hey, can I just not take damage this game? Or do you think he might be caught off guard in the laning phase, like, oh, these heroes just kill me?
There's I don't know. It depends on how much he's played Ogre and he's ever faced a matchup like that. Because I've played against a Slardar hero lane, and I died 6 times on Ogre.
Oh my.
We won, but it was the worst game of Dota I've probably ever played.
That sounds about right. By the way, though, we are now into this last phase of bans. Ben and Hammock actually think the DP is going to be middle. They're banning out some 5 supports to possibly salvage that Ursa lane. On the flip side, as expected, Pizzadog are banning out middles. Ban out Kunkka. Any idea behind the Kunkka ban, or is it just a respect ban?
I don't know. Because I don't think Skater's really a Kunkka player. Oh, wait, no, sorry, they're banning it. Oh, but yeah, that's a respect ban. It's J3R on the other side. Yeah. Yeah, that's a respect ban against J3R.
Speaking of hero, I like seeing Arc Warden be banned. I don't like casting Arc Warden. That's
Yeah,
not a fun hero.
The last 3 bans are all just J3R respect bans.
Invoker, Kunkka, Arc Warden, all respect bans?
Yeah.
I can respect it. Just gotta get rid of strong heroes sometimes that are played by the enemy team well. Especially if they're not heroes that your team plays. You might as well say, alright, go get on my Dota game. Don't show up.
I'm just gonna apologize now. I don't know how J3R's name's actually pronounced. If it's Jer, J3R, Jer, I don't know.
I'm gonna call him Jur, because Jur is easy to say. That's usually my rule. Whatever's easy to say, I'm just gonna go with, you know? I'm just gonna go with Jur.
This is gonna screw me up all game, though. Bingu's profile picture used to be Skater's old profile picture. So I might call Skater by accident.
I was gonna say, are you going to be looking at the profile pictures all game? Just intently staring at the profile pics?
I'm gonna try and keep the scoreboard closed.
Could help. I mean, there are names next to the heroes, like, say, Bingu next to his Ursa, you know? Should be interesting.
That is very interesting.
That I agree. That is extremely interesting. What's the idea here behind the Tinker pick? Is it simply kite around the Ursa, try to win a lane against a Death Prophet? Like, what's the idea behind this pick?
I think it's just the fact that there isn't a counter for it yet, and this team loves to pick split push from our series against them. All they did was pick split push. So I'm assuming their goal is to just have Jug or Coddle or Tinker just split pushing away.
Seems like a rough Tinker game. I mean, they have 2 Blink heroes in Slardar and the Shaker. Obviously, Ursa can buy a Blink as well, and now there's a Zeus, so this seems like it's going to be a rough game to play Tinker.
Yeah, I figured it was either going to be a Zeus or Skywrath mid from the Skater.
It's one of those things where, like, Nimbus plus 1 is enough to kill Tinker this game, right? Between either, like, Nimbus plus Ursa, Nimbus plus Slardar, Nimbus plus Shaker.
Yeah, even just Nimbus plus DP Silence might even be enough to kill him.
We might even see like an Aeon discount Tinker this game just because of that.
Or Force Staff.
It's scary either way. It's a scary game to be Jur.
Or just buy a BKB. You can refresh that, right?
No.
No.
There's like 6 items that cannot be refreshed. It's like Refresher Orb, Necro, BKB, Aeon Disc, and like 2 other items.
See, this is
Midas is one of them.
People should believe me. People should believe me that I bought my account.
Yeah, so I'm sure you can get 7k without playing Tinker. I think I'm like negative 60 MR lifetime from playing Tinker, so.
Or I think you can get 7k without ever playing against it too.
Maybe you get like 1 or 2 boosters, but that's just margin error sometimes. Either way, though, we are coming into game number 1 of Banana Hammock versus Pizzadog. Me and Artorius both appear to like this Pizzadog draft, so let's see how it plays out this game.
I think the Radiant draft is interesting. I don't know how it's going to turn out.
They're saying make your predictions now, but I don't want to all chat when I'm a caster. My prediction is that you guys are probably going to... What's going to get offlane's KDA by minute 7? Looking at a Tide against an Ursa... Okay.
I'm surprised they're laning the Coddle bottom. I understand, like,
0-8.
Solar Bind plus Spin. But, again, there's Fissure. No matter how slow somebody moves, if you get Fissure.
There are 3 dire heroes here on Pizzadog, but they are scouted by this ward. But Joker's going to... Okay, Joker should be fine, actually. Xeriscape has been Solar Bind, but... There's a spin actually there, but it's not enough for a kill, right? Yeah, good fish there from Ronnie Coleman. It's a good bit of damage off the Xeriscape, but I'm sure he'll be fine in the long run. Returning to Joker now. There's a fissure in 11 seconds, so there shouldn't be a kill here. Even with that spear siphon.
You also have Bash primed now on Clankers, however, so they could turn that into a kill.
They're mining this tower, though. They don't want to dive too hard. Both teams have vision here as well, so both teams are aware of what's going on in this general region of the world right now. And then, as expected, Dire not even contesting these top runes, just simply letting Ogre Tide get it. Will be 2 runes for 2 runes here. Looks like Dire are picking out this ward. They seem to be aware that there's some kind of vision in this area, so wouldn't be shocked if, say, Shaker sends down a D ward in the next minute or 2.
Alright, I'm very intrigued. Either this is a throw or this is some Giga Brain shit. But Ogre started Bloodlust level 1.
Huh.
And he's rushing a Midas. What a Chad.
What? Is this a trade with this DP in the lane with Bloodlust? Is it better than Ignite for that?
I don't know. I know it doesn't do anything to Ursa though. Oh wait, is he the 3?
What?
He's the 3.
What is actually happening? Oh, this is going to be good. This is going to be an interesting game here. I'm not sure how good of an idea this is, but it's an idea regardless. There's a spin bottom lane on Ronnie Coleman. Solar Bind is there as well. Joker needs at least 2 more right clicks, but never mind, he's too slow. A lot of damage there on the both supports, though, in that lane. I was a little bit distracted by the occurrences top lane, but sometimes you see core Ogre, it distracts you, you know? My mind is on this core Ogre now. It is just fixated on it.
Alright, looks like Tinker is planning to go for a farming build, which is kind of understandable. He's against a Zeus.
I'm surprised he didn't go for an early stick here against the Zeus. I guess he's thinking, if I'm playing so far back, I won't get stick charges, but stick against Zeus is nice, so... Never mind, he has a stick in the courier. He was ahead of me on that one. He was ready. Well, top lane, Siphon is there, but Bingu is quite low. This fight's probably over at this point. Unless they go in with Gush onto Bingu, but that's going to be hard with no mana on Ogre, yeah. Tide's taking a lot of damage from these Xeriscape right clicks on Death Prophet, but he'll be fine. He is still a Tide, with a regen, of course. There's a bit of trading going on. And Gush is thrown out. He's taking a lot of damage, actually. There's still a Siphon on cooldown for 7 seconds, but Xeriscape should just run into the tower range. Yeah.
He does have a lot more regen than the Tide, too, so... Either there's going to be a kill, or, well, I guess, never mind. The lane is under tower. So either there's going to be a kill, or he would be able to zone them, but not with the lane.
Spin bottom lane onto Clankers. Actually dodge that stun as well. The Illuminate is there. Does a lot of damage on both Ronnie Coleman and Clankers, but the Fissure is well positioned and saves both heroes, but it's still a very good trade in favor of Radiance. Another Gush top lane, another Siphon thrown out, but Tide simply walking away. Might actually end up dying here, but Ursa, yeah, he'll go to the right, he'll be fine. No death just yet. You're already seeing some stacks middle lane as well. Jer already stacking this jungle. Might be going for a double stack. Hard to tell. Only going for single stack, okay.
Unfortunately, did not get it though.
That is an unfortunate mistake. I think he missed the last hit middle going for that, right? What's this Dota do for you? Top lane, Bingu going in on Tide under stun is there from the Ogre. And everybody walks away. Everybody's fine. Looking over last, Zeus and Tinker seem to be even middle lane. Zeus slightly ahead, but relatively even affair there. Looking over carries, this Jug is a good bit behind the Ursa right now. Oh. We missed first blood bottom lane. Whoops. That is my apologies.
There was a Solar Bind spin and Illuminate.
That's been happening all laning phase.
And
eventually they found the kill doing that. And this combo's been quite strong in the lane. We've been seeing it over and over again. It's just doing so much damage to both the Shaker and the Slardar. Middle lane, though, we are seeing a gank on Tinker, but also top lane, there are a lot of trading going on there. Ogre taking a lot of damage, and so is Bingu. Back to the jungle. There's a fissure there from Ronnie Coleman. Jer should go down here after another kill to Skater. And by another kill, I mean a Surge kill. But back to bottom, the spin Solar Bind on Clankers. Action is everywhere. Luminate does some damage to Clankers, is still alive, has a stun, will use it. Ronnie Coleman is rotating in, has no fissure available just yet, and in the top lane, Tidehunter goes down to Bingu. Now he's trading with Ogre. Joker being run down, stun is there, fissure will kill him. Back to top lane, everybody's fine top lane, never mind.
Jug dies bottom.
Never mind, back to top lane, Ogre still being run at, but yeah, Jug got killed. Wait, Jug died? Yeah, Jug died. I saw that, we were good.
Oh, okay.
Got confused, like, wait a minute, I saw Jug die.
How many kills?
Solarbind is bottom. There might be a dive here. The Crush actually is missed by Clanker, so he might pay for this. There's a spin there on Joker's Jug. Can he find the Slardar? The answer is no. Slardar is too fast, actually. There are kills everywhere, sir. There are kills everywhere. They're making it very hard on me right now. Either way, though, I mean, these kills seem to be going the way of Pizzadog. Actually, speaking of kills, top lane they're going on Xeriscape. There's a Gush there. They did already stun him up. They're trying to run him down, but there's double Siphon keeping him alive for now. And there's not enough follow-up damage. What's your thoughts on the absolute high amount of brawling going on right now?
It's pretty understandable, considering the lanes that were picked.
Top lane, they're going on Bingu. Never mind, he has a stick charge. He's fine. But go on.
Bottom lane, they're going on Clankers, though.
Yeah, the spin is there once again. He has a Fissure in 2 seconds, so they probably should be able to kill Joker eventually with the Fissure and the Crush. Lumina is there doing some bit of damage on the heroes, but the problem is their Mr. Joker is already dead. So it's once again a good trade for the Dire, killing the Jug for the second time this game now. That seems to be as we said, a lot of trading going on in these lanes right now. This is, dare I say, excessive. Skater and Jur are trading the mid lane, but looks like everyone's going to be A-okay there. But someone who might not be A-okay is Bingu in the top lane, but he does have that in Rage. Yeah, Tide does not have a Ravage just yet, so it might not be the easiest kill for now. What's your thought? Oh, man, top lane is once again a stun there onto Bingu. Bingu's once again fine. Xeriscape's going into trade. Siphon is there, looking for this Tidehunter. Ursa can jump in here. He is jumping in. Directly a turn. The Enrage is there. Gloss still has a stun, but Bingu will be A-okay. Might try to run at him, but should be no kill. However, bottom lane Ravioli is trading with Mr. Ronnie Coleman. He is solar bound, but he'll be able to walk away just fine. He feels like the Slardar is probably doing better in the lane than he should. Have you noticed that at all, or no?
Well, they get 2 kills on Jug. Kind of get the level advantage.
Yeah, Slardar is level 6 right now. Jug's only level 4, which is kind of a unfortunate situation for them. Either way, I mean, they're just putting the amplified damage on everybody. It's a lot of kill possibilities up there if they can get a good bash into Crush situation. They're going down to Joker with that bash, but that's only half his HP. Lumina is there. That will miss completely, I believe. Yeah, it did. Skater's doing really well in this laning phase so far. He has 71 last hits. That's actually really good for 8 minutes. They are looking bottom with Ronnie Coleman, but Radiant are aware of this positioning. The D ward is there. The Illuminate will go through. We'll do no damage. Never mind. Just those creeps. Now, top lane, the rage was used by Bingu, is trying to go in on this Ogre. He's, I believe, 2 more hits. Can he find them? He's 1 more. Does get it. Does get the kill. And now Xeriscape's coming in as well. He may try to kill this Tidehunter. Is there a jump in? And it will be another jump in. Double kill for Bingu on this Ursa. And the lanes seem to be heavily going in the favor of Pizzadog at this point. They're getting a lot of kills, basically on everybody but this Tinker. And even the Tinker has died once. At this point, if you're Banana Hammock, what do you do to solve the situation in this game?
I think you need to start being active around the map. Dire's just running at all 3 of the lanes, and the problem is they don't really have a hero that can be active around the map. Like Ogres are off lane, your Pos 4 is a Tide Hunter. Both of them kind of need levels to be able to do anything, and even at that, they want to take more static fights. Your Jug doesn't have Omni Slash, so he can't gank anywhere. And your Tinker went March of the Machines, so he's not ganking. You kind of coddle.
Even Tide might die here again to Xerioscape. He's very low. He's Urn Charged. This is... We saw Tinker die middle lane recently. We're seeing Tide very low in this jungle area. It seems like they're being run at repeatedly. And Milkers Galore will go down. As will Quas's Courier, perhaps? Never mind, that's fine. Xerioscape, though, might just go down. Omnislash finally there from Judge. Will kill Xerioscape's Death Prophet. And Jur is bottom lane, but he has no travel, so simply a farming DP, it appears. This is looking already a little bit rough for Banana Hammock. Clanker's is here, looking for Ravioli. There's no bash just yet. He's one more... There it is. He'll need two more hits, I believe. The figures from Ronnie Coleman will hit on this Coddle, and Coddle will eventually go down here if the laser ends in time, and apparently not. Good laser from Jur, keeping his Coddle alive for now. The man wants to live, apparently. I'm looking over Hero Net Worth, and I'm seeing two very big problems for Banana Hammock. One being the #1 net worth leader is Skater. Number 2 is that the #2 net worth leader is Bingu, and Radiant are a lot closer right now. Speaking of Radiant, they're being gone on bottom lane. Tinker has been stunned up and a little more damage. They will find him eventually with this Coddle right click. Or not Coddle right click, the Slardar right click. And it's a disaster so far in terms of these lanes. They appear to be degenerating. They have the Exorcism bottom. They're looking for this bottom tower. However, Xerioscape's very low. Might have died at this tower. He will earn himself, but he should be fine. And they will now die for Ravioli. The bash is there, as is Fisher. It's top lane as well. They killed the Ogre Magi with a dive and an enrage from Bingu. And what do you do at this point to solve all of these problems?
I don't think you can sit heroes alone in lanes anymore. Otherwise, they will probably die.
You know, top lane, they are going on Jer. Bingu simply diving this tower, but there is a Gush. He will die on the Ursa. It is a 1-for-1 trade, but once again, losing Jer, not the greatest thing in the world.
I think they needed that, though.
Yeah, for sure. It's a lot of levels for their Tidelander. He has 6 now because of that. Ronnie Coleman misses the Fission Middle. They will not kill Quaz just yet. There's a nice little friendly tip. Well, a nice little friendly flame tip, I should say, because you don't tip your teammate friendly for a missed Fisher. Just a little bit of banter going on, but still.
I do all the time, so.
True.
Just
that's a little friendly flame, yeah.
When the melee racks are still alive.
Zeus does not have healthy currently.
Walked a little bit up too far.
He's a very fast hero, though. We'll try to escape. He'll be fine. Or maybe not. Slaughter is still looking. Might just dive. Speaking of dives, top lane, Bingu once again going for Ogre, but there will be a counter stun. Overall, though, I mean, what items do Radiant even need to start turning this game around? Or is it possible killing Bingu top lane? The Gush is there. There actually is no Enraged. They have to kill him here. They actually find a huge kill onto Bingu. That's a lot of gold for the Radiant team. That's #2 net worth hero, the carry of Dire being brought down for literally nothing. Is it just those sort of plays? Hope they keep playing over aggressively, or is there like a larger sort of strategic movement they have to do at this point?
Well, now this Tinker has travel.
Oh, it's dive time. Fissure is there. Down goes Jur. Omnislash is there, looking for both. Has no kill just yet. There's the Echo Slam. Down goes Ronnie Coleman. Xerioscape is very low. No Luminate. So far, 1-for-1. Jur for Ronnie Coleman. That's not great. It's not great to once again lose your Tinker.
Yeah, now that this Tinker has travels, he can defend towers, but he definitely needs help from his team.
And we just saw it right there. I mean, they just dove under the tower, and, well, he didn't really have counterplay. He has no Blink yet. He has no Ags yet, so he's a little bit too small to do anything.
However, if they can survive a few more minutes without taking too many heavy casualties, this Tidehunter is going Blink first. So he might be able to get a big team fight out of that.
They are 1,200 away, and Pizzadog have been playing Very risque this game. Lots of dives, whether it be solo dives or team dives under tower, so perhaps there is counterplay in terms of just, hey, we're going to kill these heroes who are quite literally diving under our tower when we have a Tinker and a Tide, so...
However, this Ogre is still going Midas. So either that's going to ramp up their team's farm, or they're going to get run over.
Ravioli's playing extremely aggressively. Fissure is there. He'll eventually go down here. His haste rune did end. I believe he had one earlier. And now... Actually, he's pretty incredibly fast, but there is clankers in the area. They should be able to eventually kill him at some point. Yeah, there's a blink stun. There's an amplify, and Ravioli's just been turned into Ravioli at this point. My god. So we're looking at, like, what? Ogre Midas, Tide Blink, Jug working on a Maelstrom? Is that the point where you say, alright, we have those 3 items, we fight? Or is there more they still need at this point?
I think once they have that blink, they can definitely take a fight. But I think they're pretty restricted to their Ravage when they do that. Other than that, they just need to defend towers. And even with that blink, I'd almost just say defend towers.
And they have the right heroes to defend towers. I mean, obviously they have the Ogre for Bloodlust, they have the Coddle for Illuminate, they have literally every bit of Tinker's kit. So they have tower defending heroes, that's the idea. However, they're just kind of losing towers across the map right now. I mean, this middle tier one's very injured. This bottom tier 2, never mind, they won't be going bottom tier 2. They've smoked and they might be headed middle lane with 4. They are a little bit split, but they have this Blink Slardar who could easily go for this Tinker if that's the target of the gank. Is there a Blink? There actually is not a Blink in time. They do not find this Tinker. Jared does escape with his life. A very important escape. However, Joker might not be so lucky. Fissure is there as the silence. It actually does end. He does spin, but he'll eventually end up dying here. Back to middle lane, they're looking for Clankers. Clankers is under tower looking for a tower last, it appears. Coddle denied it, and he also lost his life for that. However, though, there's a laser in on the Skater. Skater is dropping low, but Skater is still alive. Fissure is there from Ronnie Coleman. He's now under the tower. Xeriscape is diving. Down goes this Coddle. Jared's still alive. They're actually running out of damage for him. Meanwhile, Xeriscape trading with Quas. Quas is very low. Quas goes down. Now Xeriscape is gushed. Dodges the Anchor Smash. Ravage is there. He'll eventually go down here, I believe. Maybe, yeah, to the Tinker Rockets. Ronnie Coleman is still there, but this is time to run, even though you have that Echo Slam available. And that's a fight for sure. I mean, a lot of heroes dying. They didn't kill Skater, though. That's obviously the hero they wanted to kill in that engagement. They committed a lot of damage from that Tinker to try to kill him, and, well, Tinker did not kill him.
And Skater is getting close to an Ags now, so that will be a lot scarier defending those towers.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Tinker this game, playing this game becomes a hell of a lot harder once suddenly, from literally anywhere in the map, this Zeus can partially ruin your life.
He has a Blink Dagger now, but they do have a Tinker Ward raid on him.
He's going for Aether Lens, but the Blink itself will not be enough to necessarily completely save you from the Nimbus. Speaking of Blinks, I mean, Ronnie Coleman on Earthshaker almost has a Blink of his own at this point. He is getting very, very farmed. He might just go down here. Tinker is in the area, is hitting him with the Marches and the Rockets, but he'll need, I believe, 2 more Rockets, so that probably won't end up happening.
He's no longer under an Observer Ward either, so...
Yeah, it was dewarded. So now Radiant once again playing blind in their jungle. They have very little vision other than this very shallow vision right here. See, oh, did they see that deward? I don't think they do. That could have been very bad for the Radiant. It had that last word been dewarded, but it appears to be okay.
Yeah. Actually, it might not be within the range.
Xeriscape is very deep right now. He might just go down. Coddle is there, as is Tide. However, there is a Nimbus and the ecosystem is popped. Siphons are being used. Tide taking a lot of damage. In comes Clankers looking for the Coddle. Coddle goes down to that Zeus ulti. And they're looking for more. They're now going for Tide. Tide has no real counterplay to, well, dying. Fissure is out. Celebratory Fissure on the dead body of Milkers Galore. And now Dire head onto this, bottom tier 2 tower, as the all chat is flying out.
Oh, Ronnie Coleman lives on 26 HP.
Yeah, tanked a lot of tower shots, but he appears to be okay. Oh, dear lord.
He has finished his blink, however, so that's huge for the Dire.
That's going to be a very nice pickup for just one team of finding heroes. Ogre has been Nimbused bottom lane. They did miss the lightning bolt from Zeus, but will not be required. They have the blink in from Clankers, and this game is... It's definitely an uphill battle for Banana Hammock. At this point, I keep asking the same question, and I just feel like there's no answer to it. But how do they actually realistically turn this game around at this point? As we see Coddle being gone on, but we don't need to cast about that. How do they turn this game around other than feeding on Coddle? Oh, Coddle actually fine. Good for him.
They definitely need to slow down the Dire's farming speed. They've taken over a lot of the map, and this Ursa already has 2 items, working on a 3rd. Somehow a Tidehunter snipes his courier.
He had a haste rune and a blink dagger. So that's a little kill there. Knock Clankers is caught very deep bottom lane. He's in a 3v1 and he does go down. However, Joker is being gone on. Fissures there from Ronnie Coleman. Do they have more follow-up? No more stuns, but they have enough damage to kill him. It's a 1-for-1 trade, but certainly another good trade for the Dire, killing these Jug. Which Jug is having a rough game so far. This man is not having a great game farm-wise. He's currently number 5 in net worth, and he's 2 to 4 kill-wise, so... does this team need to put more resources around him to protect his farm, or is it just like a lost game at this point for Jug?
I think he's going to have a rough game for the rest of this game. I don't think he's really going to have a chance to catch up. Most of the lanes are going to be taken by this Tinker, and he doesn't have the most active of teams to make him space.
Yeah, I mean,
so I think he's going to have to rely on getting big Omni Slashes to catch up in this game.
That might be hard.
Yeah. I mean, he's going to the damage build to be able to do it. So I'd almost just recommend picking up an Ags at this point. However, I'm surprised he's going the Sage and Yasha over the Manta, because they do have a silence.
Keeps trading. Fissure will block the Coddle in, so Coddle should just die here if that Nimbus. Yeah, there's no turn here. Coddle's simply dead eventually. Yeah. But go on. You're seeing about the Jug build, I believe? Why are you surprised he's doing S and Y instead of, say, Manta?
Because there's a silence on the enemy team. But I'm not a core player.
Actually, yeah,
so
silence, slaughter amplification. A lot of stuff to dodge this game. And this game has already turned a little bit rough.
Clankers might be in trouble.
Yeah, he's been playing very deep bottom lane a lot. Though he's simply running away here. There's not enough follow-up in terms of stuns and slows, though, so...
Yeah, the Radiant don't know where the rest of the Dire is, so they don't want to chase.
Clankers actually might just go in again looking for this Tinker. Yeah, not able to find him, though. However, in this Dire area, the Radiant have scanned Dire heroes. Jur is there, but now Jur is very deep. He's been Nimbus. The Fissure actually will miss, but Bingu will be able to run him down with that Enrage.
How did he get there?
He blinked over multiple times and then just died.
I thought he TP'd the base.
He just TP'd out, I think, directly from the bottom lane. Either way, though, they are looking for Tide. They have an idea of where he is, but they were not able to cancel that TP in time. Missed on the lightning bolt from Skater. Dire are still in this Roshan Pit area, but there are raiding heroes nearby. I mean, Joker's literally farming the jungle right next to this. He is desperate for farm. So desperate, he's literally hitting Dire jungle creeps just to escape these Dire heroes, say, running into his tri-camp and running into his jungle repeatedly, so it's a rough tale for this man.
This could be a big pickup. This Ogre is about 1,000 gold away from an Axe. And the Coddle's actually 500 gold away from an Axe. So this could actually be a big team fight coming up for the Radiant. If they go for a big smoke gank, it could be pretty big.
Oh man, the Tidaner almost died there, barely escapes. However, Bingu is now fighting the Coddle. Coddle will eventually go down into that Zeus ulti, but now they're looking to trade for Bingu. They stun off Omnislash is there, the Enrage is over, the Ravage is in as well. They're making sure he dies. It's a very important counter kill on Bingu. The tip comes out. That's worth it, right? That's gotta be worth it.
I don't think you Ravage there, because I think he's dead anyways. It would just take longer. But I think it's still worth it, yeah.
And they're in the Roshan pit too. I mean, lucky double damage, healing word is dropped, and now Dire are not in the position to contest this Roshan. They look at the tier 2 bottom, but this Roshan's already very low. They're drawing out the circle now, they're heading over there, but they appear to just be too late. That could have been the actual pick off this game needed.
Yeah, the Radiant need to be a little bit careful, however. Because the Dire is still going to fight them for the next 2 minutes, because Ravage is on cooldown, and I know Omnislash is on cooldown.
Yes, yeah, it's just time for 2 minutes of not fighting. Just simply sit in your towers with Coddle and Bloodlust on the towers, and then just allow your Jug to get Omnislash, and allow your Tide to get Ravage, and then hopefully you win the next fight too.
Coddle's Ags is now finished. Once they have this Ag finished on Ogre, I think they group up with their Ravage, and they go smoke. That's their way into the game.
Yeah, they have the team fight combo.
And they're picking up damage on the Tinker. He's getting the Dagon.
Bottom lane, they are headed there onto Quaz's Ogre Magi. There's a laser follow-up. There's a multicast stun actually onto Clanker. The Clanker should eventually be fine here. However, with the Nimbus and Xerathcape, they're doing a lot of damage as a counter. Ravioli will be casualty number 1, but will there be more? The answer appears to be no. Simply, Coddle being dead. They did reveal the Ags there as well, but they had to have known that was coming.
Yeah.
Top lane, Tide is being gone on by Bingu. There's no bash, but there are right clicks, and eventually Tide will go down here. Get Tide. Another tip coming out. Yeah, it's okay. And then they die, but you know what? They didn't use their cooldowns. They still have the Aegis, and they can actually make a real fight once they have those cooldowns available. Once Tide respawns in 25.
No, Snow can chirp me all he wants about me picking up Shadowblade on Possible or Skywrath. But Ronnie
actually, it's going to go down here. He is. Can he actually TP in time? Never mind, he does not TP in time. Tried fighting Joker. Very, very ambitious. But what are you saying about Snow?
I mean, you can only go aggressive so many times on a Slardar before you finally get punished for it. But Snow always chirps me for going Shadowblade on Pause 4 or Skywrath. But Ronnie Coleman is actually picking up the Shadowblade on the Earthshaker.
And Ronnie Coleman is a wild and crazy guy. It does not shock me that he's going for Earthshaker Shadowblade.
This is either the best item I've ever seen, or the worst, and I don't know which one it is.
Xerathcape is now fighting Ravioli. The Nimbus is there. Will hit a second time. Ronnie Coleman has the Fissure, needing a little more damage. The Urn actually is not there, so not enough damage to kill Actually, never mind. Ravioli finally got set at Urn damage. Simply an pick off for Xerathcape. Now, this is a rough game to be Coddle. He has the Ags at least, though, so that is one thing going for him. He seems to simply being, run down repeatedly in these team fights.
I think he really needs a 4 staff. But he's going
another Nimbus there on Ogre. Ogre, oh, he's just dead. Triple from the Nimbus, Fissure from Ronnie Coleman. Zeus ulti comes in as well, but they simply scout out with that one. Quaz appears to be happy with his death, saying, you know what, I used the Midas. It was worth my death. It was not worth the death. Middle lane actually going for Xerathcape. Laser actually has enough damage. He got caught out there. Simply too far forward, being greedy with the extra 7 damage on that tower. That's a very good kill actually for Jer and the rest of the Banana Hammock side there, but wow.
Yeah, I think once your Ogre's up here, you gotta just rush at this mid tower. You have Aegis, you gotta do something with it.
Yeah, the problem is they're actually running out of Aegis time. They only have a minute 20 left. Once Ogre's live, once they group of about a minute to fight, if a Pizzadog know that, they can specifically just play around this Aegis time and say, you know what? We're just gonna not fight you for a minute. We're gonna play in our tri-camp over here, farm these little nice happy creeps, and be okay.
That's why you gotta force the mid tower. Get a tier 1 out of it.
There certainly is progress. They are grouped. They appear to be smoking here, but they don't have the Tide with them. There's a lot of pings coming out. We're seeing a lot of spam pings here.
They also don't have a smoke.
Oh, that's not good. By the way, middle lane, Ronnie Coleman is there. He is showing. And in the jungle, Tide is being run out once again by this Ursa and Skater on Zeus. He'll once again go down to the Ursa. Has it been too much split pushing this game for the side under fire? Ravioli dies as well, too. Bingu, that's... And Joker might go down here, too. He has laser, but Bingu has the Enrage and the BKB. He is simply running, and now he's running at Jer. Can he find him? Answer is no.
He did use his 10-second BKB.
He really wanted to kill Tinker. Did not kill Tinker. Still to 2 for you, right?
Yeah. This Aegis has now expired. It ended up becoming pretty much just a deny Aegis.
I mean, hey, every little bit helps. It's not on the Ursa, so that is better than it being on the Ursa, I suppose. Meanwhile, top lane Jur, can he get away? The answer appears to be no. He is dead. Was cut off by the Nimbus and the TP in from Bingu, and Tinker now dead for 65 whole seconds. Probably no chance though for Pizzadog to really capitalize on, is there? Other than just
they might
farm.
get this mid tower out of it. Maybe the top, and probably not the top. That's too long to push out. Yeah, I think they're going for this mid tower. Maybe even a fight here.
And Echo Slam is in on 2 from Ronnie Coleman. It's huge with the fissure as well. Down goes Ravioli, and down. Was it Quaz? Quaz dead. Ravioli actually still alive. Slaughter will eventually run him down. It appears. Yeah, even throw out the Will-O-Wisp, but not saving the life. In comes this Ravage. It's on 5 technically, but it's to no effect.
That's, very ambitious.
And now Tide's going to go down here under its own tier 3 tower. The fissure as well with the Zeus ulti literally not even hitting on this Tide before dead. That has got to be...
hard.
Oh god, it's the saddest 5-man round ever, right?
Yeah, I don't know where he thought his damage was going to come from. The Slardar has an Ags and 3k HP. I don't think a tier 3 tower is going to do that much damage.
Did they glyph at least? They did glyph at least, but that's not enough damage. Either way,
now you
Pizzadog?
use your glyph. That's not going to work out too well.
They wanted that Tinker. They could not find him. But it's high ground time. Bingu is there. It's about a fourth of the tower before the teammates came in to defend the tower. Yeah. Joker does have an Aghanim Scepter, but...
So does the... Oh, yeah. You got me screwed up, because whenever someone says Joker, I think of Joker.
Ogre Magi?
Yeah.
Alright, this Juggernaut player has his Aghanim Scepter. He has that Swift Slash online, sir. Is that better? Meanwhile, bottom lane Nimbus is once again there on Jer. Jer once again dead to the combo of Skater +1. As I mentioned before, Nimbus +1. Certainly have to kill this Tinker. Meanwhile, Xeriscape has been Swift Slash. Army Slash is there as well. There's a spin, there's an Illumina. Can they kill this DP? Siphons are being used. They want some more. And they will only find Xeriscape for now. Ronnie Coleman is in the area, though. Has that fissure. Will be used onto Bingu is here fighting Joker. They bash him up, they stun him. Can they kill him for the Army Slash? Army Slash is there. Ronnie Coleman's still alive. The Enrage is there, keeping Bingu alive. And it's once again a Swift Slash, but Bingu is still alive. Ronnie Coleman will eventually go down to this tie that it appears that Bingu is okay.
Don't run back into the
Nimbus
Ogre.
on Quas. Quas goes down. Now Joker's being run down by the Slardar and Bingu. Lightning Bolt coming in from Skater, bringing him down. And this is... We Tide killed this Coddle, but now he's on the... Wait, never mind. He killed this Shaker, I should say. But his TP gets cancelled by Skater as well, and he'll go down again. That's his 4 for 2. Only supports for basically this entire Radiant team. It's... Oh god, it's another disastrous team fight.
You know, I was thinking about it, and I thought about it, and I'm gonna say it. What if he had Ravage for that team fight?
Yeah, that probably would have helped. I mean, it's... you know, a large team fight ultimate, AoE stun. Could have probably hit on 3 heroes there. Maybe, killed some heroes. And you're the analyst, you have every right to analyze the usage, whether it's good or bad, of this Ravage.
I must say, though, this Ursa player is very insane. He was running back into an Aghanim Scepter Ogre. He could have got blown up as soon as that BKB ended, but luckily the Ogre got sunlocked.
And that is, Bingu is actually crazy. Like, this my man plays so aggressively, it appears. Like, this is my 5th game casting him, and he's this run at heroes in literally all 5 games. Moss Swift Slash is their bottom. Abyssal is the re-engage. Looking for Joker. The BKB was used, but there will be no kill just yet. The BKB is ending. He blinks away, though.
He's literally insane.
Yeah, absolutely. However, though, Dire, they're simply waiting around this Roshan pit area. They're waiting for it to respawn. This is, I think, their 3rd time scouting it. It finally does respawn. And now with this Ursa, with the DD, with the Slardar, yeah, this Roshan is instantly dead. My god. Aegis does go to Bingu, Cheese, to Clankers, and it's high ground time. Pizzadog are up by 29,000 net worth. And
Clankers has a full heart.
Yeah,
I don't think this man is dying, especially with Cheese.
Yeah, that's a lot of survivability. Meanwhile, middle lane Bingu is looking for Ravioli. Can he find it? BKB was not popped, still on cooldown, but they still find Ravioli with that Earthshock damage. It's already 1 down. And back to the high ground. DD is still active. Serious Escape pops Exorcism. There's a buyback from Ravioli on that Kadu. Bingu taking a lot of damage, has been stunned up. In comes Clankers, misses the stun. The Nimbus. Oh god, the 1-man Echo only kills Joker, but it's a very important kill on this Jug. Bingu is back. Aegis is over. He once again re-engages, looking for Ogre, finds Ogre, Ravages there, will miss on this Ursa thanks to a good BKB. He's looking for Tide now. Tide goes down to the Ursa. They're still chasing, looking for more. They find Coddle with the Nimbus. That'll be a dieback. Down goes Coddle. Triple kill for Bingu, and this game's over. There's 4 heroes dead with no buyback. DP ulti is still up, and despite Jared's best efforts, these buildings will eventually fall. Oh, dear God.
Yeah, that is how you crack a high ground that is that defensible. You just jump up it.
Yeah, I mean, you just run up with a 30k net worth advantage, Abyssal.
You do
even
that.
kill Juro, just diving fountain practically. Dear God. Okay, it's probably time to call it at this point. This is going to be 2 sets of barracks at the very least, and they will at least try to damage a 3rd here.
It's the 42 net worth, 42,000 net worth advantage. I think it's over.
Like
no, 43,000 now.
They've passed like the mythical mark of 1,000 per per minute lead. They're actually well above that right now. They're even diving fountain, looking for this Tide. Nimbus is there. They will not kill the Tide actually, but eventually more heroes will die. Swift Slash was there onto Bingu. Omni Slash as well, but that's not going to kill him. It's simply not enough damage. Joker now trying to spin away, but he might just get bashed. Stun is there on Bingu. Bingu taking a lot of damage. Ronnie Coleman finishes up onto 1. Abyssal is there. Down goes Kloss on this Ogre. And they're now back to the buildings. Still no GG being called just yet. And that will be Megas. Will-O-Wisp is there. It is on 4, but Cheese was popped by Bingu. And yeah, he's once again re-engaging, looking for Coddle. Down goes Coddle, fighting in the Tide. Has no Abyssal just yet. Swift Slash is there, as is the Enrage. Nobody dead just yet. Bingu still diving fountain, it appears. I don't know why I'm actually shoutcasting anymore. This game is over.
You know, I know some teams are very prideful and think that it's a good thing to never call GG. But come on, this has not got to be good for morale.
I mean, maybe after at a certain point. Like I used to be like this when I was younger. But at a certain point, you have to admit when it's time to fold. You know, it's time to fold.
Yeah.
This game is over. They're diving your fountain, like... They're just literally throwing abilities and heroes into the fountain and killing heroes. This is a disaster.
Yeah, there comes a point in the game where you just call GG.
We're going to see it, though, at least from the Dire once this game ends. Echo Slam is there only on 1. Ravage is there actually on 3, but... Once again, it's only delaying the inevitable. They will find 2 kills. They'll find 4... Okay, the entire raiding team's dead again. GG is called by Joker, and it's... They're celebrating their kill on Ronnie Coleman, so... That is something from real, I guess, but it's... That was a Dota game. A very one-sided Dota game in favor of Pizzadog. There's a laundry list of things that probably can be improved on for Banana Hammock. Anything in particular you want to harp on, or no?
They just didn't have the single active hero. I think they just needed something to make space for their win condition, but the problem was they tried to play as if they had 5 win conditions and farm on everyone.
It's one of those things where if you play like you have 5 win conditions, you ultimately have no win conditions. So it's a rough time in that sense.
Kind of just got ran at.
Yeah, I mean that was the story of the entire game. There's a point like around minute 10 where Pizzadog straight up started diving under towers and they weren't able to respond really. They got counter kills sometimes, but more often than not, Pizzadog survived their tower dives, which should not be happening.
Yeah, I think if you want to show in 3 lanes and let one lane get tower dive, you gotta have TPs up.
You gotta have, somebody ready, right? Somebody has to be there.
I'll tell you one thing that should not be Coddle, because he can't stop that. And then again, Tide can't either unless he's level 6.
Alright, we're back in lobby for game 2. At this point, is it just like purely a draft issue? Like maybe pick a deer that's not called Ogre Magi instead, or I don't even know at this point.
I mean, I can't say it's purely a draft issue, but there definitely was a draft issue. Yes, I think.
And it all does start. It's all a chain reaction. It's draft, then lane, early gaming games, and all the stuff. It all compounds on each other, and I mean they just lost everywhere. It appears. I mean they got. Skater had a really good game, middle lane, just destroyed the Stinker. I mean, he had like 70 last at the minute 8. It was an absolute clinic he was putting on there on that Zeus, and Jug did not farm well in the bottom lane. He was being extremely heavily pressured by the combination of Slardar and Earthshaker. It's ouch. That's all I can say is ouch.
Yeah.
Okay. At this point, are we investing in Pizzadog stock?
What do you mean? Just saying they're gonna win before the draft even happens?
That's what Joker's was saying before game number 1, and well, worked out. They were on a 4-game losing streak at the very least, and now they're actually on a 1-game winning streak. They've turned around losses into wins. Sure, it's a 4-1 differential there, but wins are good. Just losses are not good, so it's certainly a step in the right direction in that sense.
I just kind of completely forgot you were streaming and I never opened it game 1.
That would explain a good bit. Either way, though.
I wonder if that's a reference to my looks or my job.
It's a little bit of both, I've seen those calendars. Actually, do you have the Fireman's calendars up in Canada?
Yeah.
I've seen the calendars.
I can't be in a calendar yet.
Not yet, but one day, right? That's your life goal, is to be in those calendars. Be there for, I don't know, October?
No.
You want to be Mr. September instead?
You know what they do for those calendars?
What they do for those calendars?
They approach the station 6 months in advance, and they tell each guy what pose he's going to be doing. So the guy knows, oh, I'm going to have my shirt off, and I'm going to be, flexing my biceps. So they'll just sit there and just do bicep workouts for the next 6 months. And then they'll wake up that morning, and they won't drink any water. So, their skin kind of, tightens because they're dehydrated. And then they'll show up and take the picture and then chug a shitload of water.
That is genuinely hilarious, actually. I did not know that. See, I learned something of value today. Okay, maybe of value is a really liberal usage of that word.
Not really of value.
Yeah, that's a really liberal usage of the word of value, but still. I learned something today. Dota game? Might not learn much in that Dota game, but now fighter calendars. Oh, I'm losing it mentally.
I think you've been losing it mentally for a while, Badger.
I think
quizzes at 3 a.m.
I think you're accelerating this process there. All right,
for fun. Next thing you know, Badger's gonna be DMing me. Hey, you should take this quiz. It's about firefighters. It'll be 4:30 in the morning.
Will you be awake then at 4:30 to respond to me?
Yes. I'm a degenerate as well.
Alright, I'm gonna let you talk over these bands real fast. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real fast. See you soon.
Okay. You said I'm gonna talk about the bands and not talk about you. No, he's already gone. Shit. You know, Badger would be an excellent firefighter. He has an amazing porno stash. Oh no, they're respecting the Ronnie Coleman Earthshaker. It is too scary. If Snow's in the chat, Shadowblade is overpowered. They're swapping up the drafts. They have stolen the Coddle hero. I'm assuming the Alchemist and Rubik Band are probably a respect bands because they did it in both games.
Why is there a treant in this game? Let's put the headphones on.
I haven't seen Treants in a while. Monkey King and
Why is there a treant in my game? Why is there a second big treant predictor in my Dota game?
Don't question it, just accept it. Oh, the Treant Protector and Monkey King are a very good lane duo.
It occurred to me when I was in the bathroom. I just kind of left you in your worst case scenario of, oh wait, the man who's saying 85% of the words is left me alone. What do I do?
had a good conversation with myself. I said that you'd be an excellent firefighter because you already have the porno stash.
I should shave that stash off. For those who are curious what the stash looks like, it is in the chat right now. That is my face. That is the one and only Badger lol. I agree. I do have that classic, 70s, 80s era porn mustache, but still. Just say formerly.
You would not believe it. Do you ever show up at the fucking fire school? It's just porno stashes for miles.
I'm unsurprised.
I don't get it.
I mean, at a certain point, it has to self-perpetuate, right? If everyone that's a firefighter has a porno stash, people that are inclined to be firefighters will start growing them, correct?
No, I refuse.
You're different though. You're a real individual thinker.
Yeah, it's just like when everyone was like 15 on their hockey teams and everyone's like, let's grow a mullet. I was like, nah, fuck that.
Yo, it's flow time.
Yeah, flow mullets. It was like, no thanks.
I remember when I was in high school, one of the veteran players they graduated a few years earlier ended up tragically passing due to a medical emergency, and the entire thing for the entire year was like, all right, he had great flow, so it was flow for Joe the entire season, and everybody, like even remotely involved with the team, had a flow that year. It was beautiful, except for the bald coach. Sad tale, but it's a lot of flow that year. It was a good year for hair at that school. Either way, though, we've managed to distract ourselves long enough that this draft actually has progressed significantly. A lot of bans, a lot of picks. This is pick number 7 already. We are seeing Kunkka this game. Was banned out last game.
Hey, Badger.
What up, sir?
Do you pick Coddle, Bristleback, and League of Lads?
Apparently you do pick Coddle, Bristleback, and League of Lads. You'll see a Coddle, Bristle lane safe lane, I'm assuming.
These are some very interesting heroes because I have no idea where the fuck everything is laning.
There's a lot of on both sides here. Is Tide going to be a core this time? Is Tide a support again? Is Monkey King of 3 this game? Is
it Bristleback carry? Well, it's not off lane, I don't think, because I'm pretty sure that's a Clanker's Bat Rider.
Maybe it's like Clankers plus Tide off lane, Bristleback Coddle safe lane.
Oh god, is this Bristleback carry?
I mean, maybe it's not maybe it's not a one role carry. Maybe it's a carry hero for Skater out of the mid lane. I don't even know.
If it's Bristleback carry, Snow is going to be hearing it from our current carry player and our past carry player.
Wait, Tint and Nera both like Bristle carry?
Tint wants Earthshaker carry.
My eyebrows are raised. My eyebrows are suitably raised after hearing that one.
You ever just flex pick Earthshaker and you can just flex it to any role?
I mean, to an extent, but I don't think of safe lane core.
Mid maker.
Dear Lord. The disappointment is palpable right now hearing mid maker.
Now I know what your disappointment looks like too.
You do, actually. Either way, though, we are actually starting to wrap up this draft already. We have a lot of heroes on this Dota. I mean, what is Monkey King doing in this game? Is he a 4? Is he a 3? Is Kunkka a 4? What's the plan here?
I'd be interested to see Ricky 4. Because they kind of just, like, counter-picked Ricky, and Ricky's only real job that he can do this game is kill Coddle or throw down a smoke screen so that Batrider can't blink last with someone without BKB. So it'd be kind of cool if they just delegated the pause 4.
Does Ravioli play Ricky? Does Milkers Galore play Ricky support? Like, this is a genuine question.
I don't know. I know that I do, and if I told Snow to give me Ricky, that would not happen.
I mean, for a reason. I mean, it's a little bit, how do I put it? Off meta? A little bit odd.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Oh, dear Lord. This is going to be... I'm actually very curious to see what ends up happening with this draft for both teams. Who's going where, who's doing what, how are these things laning. This could be a real weird one. Especially when you have teams like this. Like, you have a 2-15 Dota team. You see it in Pro Dota. You see it even like other esports, other real sports. You see like the teams that are really in like the bottom of the barrel. They try some creative stuff. Because, you know, sometimes when you have nothing on the line, either you're like way ahead or way behind every other team, you can have some creative freedom. And this might be the point where it's creative freedom for them.
Yeah, it also seems like they were just trying to have fun last game, BMing them each other and then BMing the other team as well.
BMing their own team, BMing the other team, lots of tips, lots of all chatting. Yeah, I mean, we have not answered our questions yet, have we? DP does not answer our questions of who's doing what. Yeah, this is
the other fish that we never see get picked.
I was gonna say, I literally mentioned this last draft of different fish-based heroes we didn't see. You know, we didn't see Slardar until last game. Didn't see Naga Siren until this game. It's support Naga off. Okay, it's offlane Naga support Ricky.
Yeah, it is pause for Ricky.
And support Tide. Why are we seeing 2 games of support Tide? What is going on?
But this time it is pause 5.
Have we just like taken a time machine to 2012 China? I don't get it. I lack the understanding.
I'm all for picking off meta shit because I hate meta. And everyone flames me because I say that heroes are shit. And they're like, but it's meta! And I'm like, I don't fucking care. I think it's shit. People are like, well then you're stupid. It's like, okay.
I mean, this guy doesn't like the meta heroes, and he also is a WASD player, and he's a Canadian? Dear God, he's so many things that I hate.
I reached 7k by just spamming Bane, and that hero's like the only time I didn't play Bane was when it was meta, in that like period of like past 2 patches.
So I understand. You know,
I stopped playing Bane.
I understand. As somebody who plays dumbass off meta heroes, I understand.
Okay, Mr. Gyrocopter.
Listen, I played Puck before it was cool, sir.
Yeah, now you never play Puck.
That's true. I also don't play Dota, so that's a different issue. I'm a Dota caster now, sir. I don't need to play Dota.
Yeah, you've reached peak washed.
Peak washed? I've gone from washed up player to washed up caster. See, I just don't like... I don't know.
You've become completely clean. You have finished washing yourself.
If you like stare into like the washing machine so much, eventually they're just gonna come out dry. You know, it's how it's gonna happen. Either way, though, it is Dota time. We have an Orb of Venom on Xeriscape, so that's something.
They're lane swapping. They want to lane the Naga versus the Batrider.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, obviously, you have that mirror image as an option to simply purge off the sticky napalm. He has a stick as well.
Out, though. However, it looks like they're trying to gank him.
And they're just kind of running into the jungle. I mean, they have 5 heroes in the immediate area right now. Including all of the cores. I mean, Bingu's here, Skater's here, Xeriscape's just kind of chilling with the Overvenom. Has not skilled Gush yet, or Anchor Smash. Probably will be Gush, though, if I'm trying to guess. And right now, Radiant is deciding who to blame if they lose. Apparently they're guessing it's going to be a blame on this Kunkka player. It appears that Skater's not having yellow chat right now, but we'll have to see what happens. Runes will go mostly to Radiant, it appears.
I can't allies chat, I blame Badger. It just told me no one heard me.
Were you not in the caster channel or something? Middle lane? Are they just running a Xeriscape right now? Now, Xeriscape's just chilling right now middle lane. He's around 3 different Radiant heroes. They actually do have a Ricky in the area, but Ricky just has boots, so... Boots in 1 tango. He's not ready to... Why does Ricky only have boots in 1 tango? He's taking a lot of damage here. He might just end up dying. He has, like, no regen. He has tricks to the trade. He'll try to dash from right clicks over that cliff. This is going to be a fun game. I can already tell. This is going to be one of those Dota games. It's going to be a real clown show from, like, minute 0 to minute, I don't know, like, 31 or something. Where eventually one team calls GG. I, for one, favor Pizzadog here, but we'll have to tell. They are currently tri-laning into this Monkey King. I mean, Bristle's here, Coddle's here, Tide is here, so this is tri-lane on tri-lane action featuring the work of support Ricky and support Tide. Xeris gets taking a lot of damage. Illuminate, though, will find the first blood on Milkers Galore. Tips already in the chat from the team base. This is, I was very on the mark with that, apparently, that clown show prediction. Either way, though, I mean, we have Solo Naga up against Solo Batrider. Any idea how that lane goes, or no?
I'm pretty sure Batrider wins it, but Naga shouldn't die.
Bingu taking a lot of damage bottom lane. The Luminate was there, did a lot of damage. Bounce Strike is there, pops on Bingu. They need more right clicks. They will kill him by the creep range hit. And Joker still fighting, looking for Xeriscape. See, Xeriscape taking a lot of damage from the neutrals even. They have in their Nature's Grasp in just 1 second. Can they kill Xeriscape? The answer is definitely. Illuminate goes through from Ronnie Coleman trying to kill Ravioli. But Ravioli's fine. Has 2 kills in 1 engagement for Banana Hammock. This tri-lane, it seems to be pretty alright there for Radiance. I don't know, I feel like Bingu's going to have troubles with levels this game, but he is not running at Joker. The Illuminate is there, will not get dodged. Bound Strike not there in time. Joker goes down. So this is... If neither core is farming, who does this even favor?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm genuinely lost. I have never seen this exact lane ever in my entire life, so... I don't know what to say. I mean, support Ricky up against support Tide in a Bristle and Monkey King farming tri-lane, that's... It's a new one, you know? It's gotta be new. The first time it's ever happened in Dota history, you know? We're here to watch history tonight.
I think Radiant might come out on top because Coddle's kind of a shit tri-laner.
He's doing a lot of damage, though. That's something we've noticed.
Yeah, Illuminate's great, but in theory, he shouldn't be landing these.
In theory, yes, but in practice, not so much. Joker taking a lot of damage. Is there another Illuminate? It will be casted. Doesn't do much damage onto Joker. He's still fighting. Has no Boundless Strike. Courier goes down. Joker goes down on Monkey King. They're now fighting Ricky. Ricky looking for Coddle. Has to blink away, and this time, kill headed to the Dire. So it's been 2 kills for 3 so far, all in this tri-lane. So it's so far favored Pizzadog. Bristle is ahead on last hits.
Radiant just need to farm. The lane's always going to be shoved into you. The only thing you need to contest is pulls. Like, they have a Coddle and they have a Bristleback. If the lane isn't shoved into you, you've done something horribly wrong.
Yeah, I'm looking over at these are side lanes real fast, but nothing too much seems to have happened there. I mean, Skater has been winning middle lane. He is up 25-6 to Jers 17-3, and there is Ronnie Coleman in the area as well, but with that Invis rune, he'll be A-okay, just fine. Looking at bottom lane, we see some more trading going on. There's Gush on Ravioli, but with no Ronnie Coleman in the area, there's no kill. Top lane? You ever thought about top lane? Has gone towards Batrider pretty significantly so far. It's 25-3 up against 16-1, so that's a verifiable lane win for this Bat Rider. Clanker's off to a good start again. Alright, back to the Tri-Lane. They're once again running a Joker. There's an Illuminate. Will actually only do a little bit of damage. Was cancelled by the Boundless Strike. Nature's Grasp will slow some gamers up, but nobody is dead just yet. Ravioli not in the greatest of spots, but he should be fine. Alright, let's see. What are we looking for at this point? What are both teams looking for in terms of like this Tri-Lane on Tri-Lane action? Actually, they're looking for Ravioli right here, right now.
I think they're looking to stop Skater from farming Joker's JTR stack.
He's in a really he's really deep in this jungle. I mean, Ricky has rotated over. There's only so much Ricky with Twinkle Boots can do to stop this. That's the problem. Bingu is very low bottom lane.
His rune though.
There's no yeah, they got the bounty rune. That is progress. Joker and Bingu are both pretty low in the bottom lane though. Nature's Grasp is there, but they need more than just Treant running at this Bristleback. Maybe
So
that's a Ricky, but
I can't tell if Joker's not dodging anything, or if he knows that he can't dodge Coddle's Q.
maybe he knows. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe he doesn't.
I haven't seen him try to dodge
Oh, they stunned
anything
up the
else.
Monkey King with that Falling Blade, but there isn't really much follow-up damage. Though, with all stacks from the Nasal Goo coming up there, the Illuminate is there. Bounce Strike is on 3, but it is no heal. A lot of Jingu stacks, but no actual Jingu being popped. Now they're onto the Ricky. They're slowing him up. Trickster Trade is there. He's trying to get away, but they're still running at him. They have a Gush in 5. You also see a good blink there from Milkers Galore, but eventually those Quills will kill him. Ravioli looking for a counter kill, but he's now being kited around by this Bristle. Once again, it's the kiting around is an absolute disaster. However, in comes Kunkka, gets a kill there on Bingu. Looking for more, has double damage, and down goes theirs to get 2 Jokers Boundless Strike. They're not looking for Coddle, but once again, that's a... And Clankers get the kill on Quas in the top lane as well. It's a bloodbath. It's an absolute bloodbath. Ay, ay, ay. And that's a good rotation from Kunkka. He turned a situation that was an absolute disaster into actually an alright trade, but still. This is not going well for Banana Hammock once again.
I thought Radiant were going to win the tri-lane, and then I forgot they had a pause for Ricky, who does literally nothing in the tri-lane.
Yeah, I mean, Ricky is not providing literally anything right now for this lane, which is unfortunate. That's the problem with Support Ricky, is what does Support Ricky actually do? It's like Earthshaker, but objectively worse in literally every way. Maybe eventually it can have some impact, but right now it seems to be rough. Skater took a lot of damage middle lane, but ultimately it was able to walk away in time. Just a little bit too tanky, a little bit too fast for the Treant rotation to kill him. So now what? What are we looking for at this point for both teams? What do both teams want? Are they looking for key items? Are they looking for key levels? Just looking to say get some farm on Ricky. What's the goal here for both teams?
I think the bottom tri-lane or top lane should try and force rotations from the Kunkka again. And that way Skater can take the tower. But right now, as DP, he has not done any damage to the mid-tier tower. The mid-tier 1 tower.
It has taken 4% damage, a little bit of damage, but go on.
It was probably from creeps if it was that little.
Probably. And then for Radiance, it's just possibly prevent that from happening. Maybe just get some levels on your heroes, or what's their game plan at this point?
I think they have one of these farming drafts again.
Yeah.
They kind of just have...
Ravioli once again will die bottom.
And
it's once again draft issue, just too greedy in the draft.
yeah, like you have Tree who wants to go AFK but push a lane until he has the Meteor Hammer. Kunkka's not too greedy, he can be pretty active. But like you have an offlane Naga who again needs to farm a Meteor Hammer.
Yeah, might take a little while. Joker might just die bottom lane. Is there a Culling Blade? Will not find him. Milker Squirrel actually did dive to the Bat Rider, simply caught alone in the jungle. In comes Jer, has a boat, has a torrent. Neither used just yet. Luna is coming through a good bit of... almost no damage. By the way, X-Mark Torrent boat combo is there onto Bingu. He goes down. Wukong's command not being popped is not skilled just yet. And there's an overgrowth onto 2. Down goes Joker, down goes Xeriscape. And now the Illuminate looking to kill Jer does a lot of damage. He finally goes down to that Spirit type and damage from Skater. And what is even going on in this Dota game right now? That's all I have to say.
Very ambitious from Ricky.
And now Skater looking to go onto Ricky. Ricky just died to Clanker's top lane. Might just die to Skater bottom lane, but with that blink away and that living armor, he'll be fine. Oh, dear God.
Auto is recalling the Bristleback, so he doesn't have to use TP. Bristleback actually has enough for Vanguard now.
Yeah, Bristleback's having an alright game in terms of his farm. He's looking at net worth. He's only 3rd in net worth, but the problem is third. I mean, it's a problem for Radiant because 3rd is fine when you're 3rd on your own team as well. You know, none of these Radiant heroes, other than Kunk, are really in it economically. And Clanker's having free reign. Skater's having free reign. I mean, he even killed Joker middle lane. Not even sure how that just happened. Had to have been the Ravage used on 1, but this game is once again not going too well for Banana Hammock. Appears to have probably been the story for the season given their record. Either way, though, we are seeing a lot of farming going on by the Radiant. They're you mentioned it was a farming draft, and they certainly are farming. I mean, they have got Ricky simply in the jungle stacking camps, trying to hopefully enable some of their heroes. They have Kunkka hitting neutrals, they have Naga hitting neutrals, they have Monkey who's respawned, who probably is going to go and hit some more neutrals.
I believe they are buying 4 Meteor Hammers. No, they're buying 5.
There's boat used on Xeriscape top lane. Can they kill him? The answer is hopefully. Yeah, the torrent is there. They will find a kill there onto Xeriscape. I'm looking at these items. You're right. It is 5 Meteor Hammers. That is... There's got to be no strategic diet there, right? It's just like a full give up. We're having here to have fun item build.
I believe so.
All right. I feel it.
I guess it works on 4 of their heroes normally.
They Meteor Hammer Clanker's top lane. Actually, a Meteor. And they will actually find a kill there onto this bat. Yeah, they will find the down the strike. The last one was used, but thanks to that Meteor Hammer from Jared, they found that kill. Now Joker is diving, looking for his Keeper of the Light, Ronnie Coleman. But they will not get that dive. Joker actually has no TP, so he might be here for a little bit, but... We saw the Meteor Hammer in action. And we're also seeing Ricky probably just dead here. He is Invis, actually. He's good. He has the Invis rune.
I guess I said they have no active heroes, but if they all buy Meteor Hammers, I guess they become pretty active heroes.
They've got 2 of them already. They have one on the Naga, they've got one on the Kunkka, and I think they have yeah, that's only the 2 for now, but they're getting very close to one on the Shrimp Protector as well, so that's almost 3 Meteor Hammers. What am I watching? What am I watching, Artorius? What am I watching? We're just watching Courier sniped by Ricky, apparently. Or maybe not.
Either this Monkey King is Giga-brained and is going back to the Spectre meta of buying first item Meteor Hammer, or he's just AFK, which I believe he is AFK.
Yeah, Ricky is going to die here, I think. Actually, he escaped. There was no stun. There was not enough damage. And they actually, there's a little bit of space being made by this Ricky.
I can't even say it's space being made because the Monkey King's just AFK in the trees still.
Yeah, he's... Oh, he is actually AFK in the trees. He's re-engaging.
He moved.
He's moved. He's back to playing Dota 2 again, but problem is Bat Riders arrived, which means back to the trees. Yep. Back to the trees. Either way, though, if... Ravioli did not know that Ricky was Invis, but Ricky actually was Invis. All was well. There's a 4-man smoke. They have Meteor Hammers ready on 2 of those players. Might see a X marker song into Meteor Hammer combo here. They do see Clankers. Don't think it beat just yet. There's an X mark. In comes Ricky. In comes the Hammers. 1, it's dropped. It hits. 2, it's dropped. It hits. Clankers. He is fully meteoric right now, and he is dead. This is gonna be fun. It's gonna be a nice fun time. It's tower pushing time too. They have the Meteor Hammers. It's perfect for pushing the buildings. Ay. I'm not even using them, actually.
Apparently that's dank as fuck.
That's pretty good. It's a fun time to see that. Middle lane, Meteor Hammer will be used on the Skater. Silence is there as well. In comes the Ravage. It'll be on 3. Is there follow-up? Not just yet, but Jur's taking a bit of damage, but as is Skater. Song is used, trying to reset. Boat comes in, hits onto 2. Wukong is there in the middle of the fight, hitting onto 3. Skater dropping low. Bounce Strike is there. He goes down to Ricky, as is Clankers. He's trying to fight. Still has last up, but he's taking so much damage. Barely running away. But down. Clankers goes down, as does Joker. Ricky has a double damage trying to fight, but Jared's just taking so much damage. Could not get the Meteor Hammer off in time. Ricky, fighting Tide, gets gushed. In comes Claus. Once again, Meteor Hammer is there. 3 kills so far for Bingo in this fight, though. He simply cannot die. And now...
You know why they didn't win the fight?
Why did they not win the fight?
They didn't have a 3rd Meteor Hammer.
Yeah. Maybe if you just double down there on that extra bit of Meteor Hammer. But
Zeri's a little bit out of position here.
Hey, he's warning. He's getting vision. Meteor Hammer will be used on Bingo middle lane. And they're trying to kill him, but their problem is there's just too much fallout from the Dire. Clankers is back. Still has Lasso, actually. And everybody appears to be A-okay. No, nothing is lost but mana and cooldowns.
He's getting ganked by Meteor Hammers.
They do have them available. They actually have the Treants Meteor Hammer on the Courier, I believe, so they will have 3 of them online very, very soon. If they want to go for some more Meteor Hammer combos.
Clankers again.
The Clankers actually, I mean, we've seen a lot of Batrider recently go for a BKB. This game, he actually did not go BKB. He's got Aether Lens, and is headed for a Yule Scepter.
You know, I'm not going to question anyone's build this game.
Sure. I can question these Dire builds. Dire appear to be playing seriously. X-Mark is there in middle. Meteor Hammer is popped. However, there isn't Lasso there to cancel that Meteor Hammer. They're bringing him under that tower. Solar Bind is there, as is that Gush. Boat is popped. Will hit on 2. Only on 1, never mind. But Jared will still go down. He is dead. Ricky, trying to fight. Meteor Hammer is there on both the Tide and the Batrider. But now it's time to run. Skater has a Dust, looking for this Ricky. Ricky has 1 more Blink Charge, but he is silenced. He will eventually die. 2 Clankers. 2 kills for Dire. And that Tide's running away. Everything is...
Defend the tower.
Yes. They've got the Meteor Hammers available on these heroes, but... Seems like a hard ask with these sentries and observers being there. It scouts out the Meteor Hammer usage, so... This is why Xeriscape was there, pushing that ward down. So now, if Radiant defends, they can simply kill them. Either way, though, Dire, Arthur, Shampit, Exorcism, it is popped. Bingu obviously has that minus armor there with that nasal goo. Remember, Radiant, they are in the area. They have 4 Meteor Hammers online. They want to defend this. Wukong's command. Might get popped here. Is there. Torrent is there. Meteor Hammer is... Okay, there's the song. Meteor Hammer 1 will miss. Meteor Hammer 2, though, will hit. It's there on 2. Down goes Xeriscape. Oh, the Aegis goes to Joker. They've stolen the Aegis. However, the Claws will go down. There's a boat on 2. Oof. This fight is degenerating rapidly. Exorcism will end. Joker trying to fight there, but Joker should go down in this man fight. Actually heals up with that Boundless Strike, but he will eventually go down to Bingu. And Radiant are once again on the run.
Fight now.
The thing is, you have these Meteor Hammers, but if you don't hit them, then what is the value? I think they only hit on 2 of them, right?
Maybe that's why they're buying more. It's because they want to land more of them.
They hit the Nagas 1 hits, and I think the Treants 1 hits, but there was a miscommunication. Yeah. I mean, the Naga song blocked one of the Meteor Hammers, so...
Yeah, Kunka's missed for the Naga ult, yeah.
Oh, yeah, this is... Is this Dota 2? I guess it still is Dota 2, but this is a real odd Dota game for sure. Ricky is scouting. Ravage is used bottom. They are looking to find this Naga. There is a Flame Break bringing him back, and they are slowing him up with that, Yeah, there's a Lasso. However, in comes the Kunkka. Claws will still go down. Current Boat is on 2. In comes Ricky with that Silence. Meteor Hammers not being used just yet. With that Overgrowth, they can set up for the Meteor Hammer. They didn't use them. Clankers still alive. Lookers Galore still alive. Oh, they have no mana on Radiant. It's a disaster. Ronnie Coleman, though, should go down eventually. However, Bingu's literally diving tower kills Ravioli. And now, they go on to Jer. It's a 4v1 for Jer. Jer does go down. Could not finish that Meteor Hammer animation. And what is going on? What is this Dota game? At what point do Dire start buying their own Meteor Hammers? Just as like a fun... We see what you're doing and we want to be there for it. Middle lane though, Ricky. Taking damage. Sentry is popped. Yeah, Ricky will go down here. Dear Lord. Just he has the Yules there onto Quaz, but he should be fine. There's no lasso available just yet.
I think Dire just won out.
Yeah, I mean, they're pushing these towers. This is the first tier 2 taken out of the game, and they still... They have no ages, I should say. They tried for it to end the game, but they could not acquire it. It was stolen by... What is going on middle? Bingu is this animation canceling and killing of his own Falling Blade. However, the Meteor Hammers are there. 3 of them were used onto Bingu. They hit the triple Meteor Hammer and the Torres, but... And he's just standing there. They cannot kill him. He's literally playing with his food. He's playing with his food right now. They can't kill him. He's simply too tanky. He's turned around and Meteor Hammer him with the boat as well, but look at it, he's still 3/4 HP. Wukong's command is there. They really want to kill Bingu. Can they keep him in Wukong's command? The answer is no. He even kills Ravioli. They're stalling to keep him there. They hit the Meteor Hammer once again. Bingu's still fighting. Doing so much damage with those quills. Ricky is in the backlines trying to disrupt this fight. Jerry goes down. Lasso is on the Joker. Joker's going to go down here, and Bingu's still way too powerful. Down goes Cross. Down goes Joker. Has the balance strike, but it's to no effect. It's a siege unit in the middle. It's time to end this Dota game, it appears. Bingu is diving tier 4s.
One thing I will say is I do like both of these Coddles item builds. They both rushed Ags.
That is, that's good. And they go for the correct item first, at least. But this is... What is going on in this Dota game? This game is just crazy. Yeah, I am at a loss for words. If you think about it,
Dire could end the game if they had 5 Meteor Hammers, I'm just saying.
Yeah, you are... You are right. I mean, they're asking for the game to be delayed so Ricky can't buy a Meteor Hammer. I think if Ricky sells all of his items, he'll get pretty close to Meteor Hammer, but... At a certain point, what does it accomplish? Okay, there's the Meteor Hammers. Once again, onto Bingu. One is there. Second one is coming in. We'll hit him with 2, but he's still close to full HP, and he's now diving under tier 4s. They're fighting Monkey King. Overgrowth is there on 2. Meteor Hammer will hit on the Bat Rider. In comes Will-O-Wisp trying to hit everything. Ravage will go in onto 3, I believe. Down goes the Monkey King. Down goes the Train Protector. Boat is in. We'll hit on... Only this Coddle. Coddle actually will go down. And there will be a celebratory Meteor Hammer on his corpse, but... Dire are diving very successfully currently. They aren't really dying.
They're starting to die.
Here come the hammers. They hit on Xeriscape. Here comes Skater's ultimate. He's literally just focusing the tower at this point. Jared goes down once again. Ricky's very low. Might just die Fountain to kill him, but the song will save this Ricky, actually. In come the hammers. Will hit onto 2. In comes... They actually have killed Xeriscape. The problem is there's still the big old raid boss Bingu. This man... He's actually attacking Fountain. He got net at end of Fountain. He actually is going to go down here. They killed Bingu. The tips come out. They did it. They killed Bingu. Okay, this game can end now, right? We're good? We got what we wanted. They killed the Bristleback finally. We can end the game.
Ricky got his Meteor Hammer.
A lot of kill bounty on that one.
Yeah. And he got the kill on the Tide Hunter.
Yeah, this is... I think it's too late for serious practice, sir. Oh, on their Meteor Hammer game. Yeah, this is, This has been a bit of a disaster. And look, we are seeing some farmy Meteor Hammers on these creeps. A lot of these trees are actually dying to the Meteor Hammer, which appears to be a problem because they have a Monkey King and a Train Protector. They're going to run out of trees soon. Alright, they've netted Batrider. In come the hammers. Can they kill him? The Yules is defensive. One hammer is down. Second hammer will hit. And they actually will bring down this Batrider. There's a 4-man Will-O-Wisp from Ronnie Coleman, though, so... might be a lot of heroes lost in the ensuing team fight. Skater is fighting with the Exorcism. Do not damage to Ricky. In comes the hammers. It'll hit onto Skater. Second hammer is there. Will be dodged by that Yules. And here's the problem for Radiant. In comes Bingu. Looking for Ravioli. There actually is no TP cancel. But the problem is Joker probably will just go down there. Boundless Strike is on 4, but his Meteor Hammer will not save him now.
You know, I was thinking about it, and I thought about it, and what if Tidehunter had a Refresher Orb, so he could have used Ravage in that fight as well?
I mean, that would have helped, I'm sure, but it's not like it really matters. Especially, you caught me off guard on that one. I actually seriously evaluated that for like 2 seconds. Like, wait a minute. Okay. In comes Naga. Blink Song is there. There comes the hammer. They're looking for Coddle. They hit him with one Meteor Hammer. Second one is there, but here comes the Rabbit. It disrupts the Meteor Hammer gameplay. They want to kill Ronnie Coleman. The boat is there, but he's not dead just yet. Jer is dead. Ronnie Coleman dropping low. In comes Milkers looking for Ronnie Coleman. They need more damage. Can they find him? Down goes Ronnie Coleman. And down goes the entire Radiant team. But you know what? They killed Ronnie Coleman. Coddle is dead.
You know what? Maybe you should buy 4-star first on Coddle.
Maybe this game would have helped. Alright, in come the hammers. It'll miss. Alright, they're looking for more hammers. They hit the hammer on the flankers. Is there more Meteor Hammer follow-up? Not just yet. There's a lasso there on the Joker, but... yeah, Radiant is simply going to die here. Death by 1,000 cuts. Death by 1,000 quills and napalm stacks as well. It's 2 more deaths. Second lane of Rax is there. Radiant even scan on their own barracks, confirming that yes, there are dire heroes hitting their own barracks. But... alright, Skater. Skater sitting top racks. Hammers are coming in after these heroes. They hit onto 2. Third Meteor Hammer comes in, hits onto Bingu. Bingu simply has turned his back, taking so much damage. Are there more hammers? All the hammers appear to be on cooldown. Bristle, simply tanking this damage. They've netted him up. He's not even turning and fighting, he's just tanking this damage. They're trying to kill Bingu, but they're just doing no damage. Even from the front, they're doing no damage. Ricky is trying to defend his base, but it seems to be to very little effect. A lot of Radiant heroes trying to hit Bingu, but they've stopped hitting Bingu. They said, you know what, this is a futile operation until we have the Meteor Hammers. Hammer 1 is there. Look from that is there. There comes hammer number 2. There comes hammer number 3. There comes the boat. Is there a 4th hammer? They've netted him under fountain. They're once again going to try to kill Bingu, but he's still so tanky. Down goes Ravioli, but Bingu finally goes down. That's... they've done it. They've once again killed Bingu. And the GG's call. This is... oh dear God, they're delaying us a song.
What if someone just sold their Meteor Hammer and force-staffed him in the fountain?
He went to fountain himself. It's they actually did buy a Meteor Hammer on Skater as well, so we had 6 Meteor Hammers this game. That was... is that a last record? 6 Meteor Hammers in the game?
Probably. I would assume so.
Do you want any analysis, or is this one just not worth analyzing?
I don't think this one's worth analyzing.
That's fair. Alright. I guess in this case, do you have any final words, shout-outs, calls to say to the people of League of Lads and twitch.tv/BatterBobble?
Well, you know, Dota's a game of inches, and maybe that's why they bought Meteor Hammers.
That's the problem. They have too many Canadians and measuring things in centimeters, so that's the problem in this game.
Do they even have any Canadians?
I'm actually probably not. I'm just for bits. I was hoping it'd work. If it's not true, then it's not true, sadly, but still. I will be back for some more commentary this Saturday evening at 8 p.m. for Stepborough Stuck versus Pizzadog, and I will be there Sunday at 9 p.m. EST as well for Artorius' Toxic Tacos taking on the Funny Zones. That should be a fun to watch series as well. Obviously, thank you for watching, and have a good night.